Stephanie Schneiderman. I am from Portland, Oregon. I'm a songwriter. And
Keith Schreiner from Flushing, Queens and Levittown, Long Island. Back in New York for the first time in 11 years. Producer.
Now, you guys have a new disc. Is this your first collaboration?
It is.
Can you talk a little bit about Dangerous Fruit?
Sure. Dangerous Fruit, we worked on it last year, throughout the year, and basically it's kind of, the sound represents a place from sonically in the middle of both of our worlds. Keith is sort of deep in the world of electronic drum and bass and hip-hop and trip-hop, and I'm a singer-songwriter rooted in folk and a little bit of soul and moody kind of pop, indie pop. And so we really just tried to meld our worlds together in the CD and feature songs with the texture from his world
And the craftsmanship of hers.
Yeah.
Well, how did you guys hook up together?
I enjoyed Steph. Portland's a cool town for musicians. There's a lot of interplay between artists. I came from New York, so I came to Portland and realized that, you know, a trip-hop, hip-hop, drum and bass guy could, like, get down with, like, girls with guitars. And, like, they would be down to work with people who work in that world and vice versa.
Yeah.
And I've been a fan of her songs for 7-8 years, and we knew each other through the circuit. And I approached her and said I wanted to do a remix for her. And then we had a meeting in January of last year, and she was so down with my whole like thought of like what the sound should be for her sound, that we just decided to say, forget about it, let's just crank out a record.
It was the right timing for me because I had a batch of new songs, and I was just finishing my focus with a band called Dirty Martini, which is a group that's had a lot of hype around the Northwest and done a lot of touring. And I just wanted to do something really different, but I wasn't sure exactly what that was. And I just wanted to do something different for me, that is. And when Keith approached me, I'm a fan of Massive Attack. I'm a fan of Beth Orton and Suzanne Vega, and I love when artists do kind of stretch their world and try different sounds. But what sold me was the very first day in the studio working together. It was immediately, everything, the vision that he had, and that I felt like the songs came out even more with the production of trip-hop behind them, and his style. It was just, I was completely sold the moment I heard it. And then the rest kind of came from there. We ended up co-writing a couple songs, and I wrote some songs in reaction to the sound that we were coming up with in the studio. And it was a really great experience, totally unique for me.
Now let's go back through your career. I mean, this is what, disc 6? And
Disc 6 on my own, and then I've had 2 with Dirty Martini, so yeah.
Dirty Martini is like the super group of Portland. For those of you out on the East Coast who don't know, it is seriously the super group of female like songwriters and singers in Portland who are very well known. And when that band came together, it was just like, it was a blending of all that was right in the world of female singer-songwriters in Portland, and they all came together. I was not in it. I have nothing to gain by saying that, but it was a super group. It's just like the super group of the singer-songwriters.
Well, I'm going to jump off from there. I saw a quote that Dirty Martini was the female Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Hence what I said. It was the Portland super group
Yeah, I
of
used
females.
to, actually, that quote is from me.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go.
Because I said, the quote actually extends from there. It says, kind of a combination between Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but even a grittier version of it, meets Sex and the City. That's what I had said.
That's excellent.
Yeah, well, it was accurate.
That's totally accurate.
Okay, now we got to go for the gusto. Which one are you? Are you Crosby, Stills, or Nash?
That's all you. I'm neither. None.
That's so hard. I mean, how could you? People always say that. Which Beatle are you? That's such a hard one.
Not touching that. I'm not touching that with a 50-foot pole, man. Has nothing to do with me.
Hopefully young. That's what I want to be. I want to be young.